And then basically what I'm going to do is, first of all, if you guys have any questions about anything, you can unmute yourself if you want to and just ask away. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to like walk you through kind of like what I would do if I was like working my business, because I actually have not finished yet tonight, so I'm going to like show that to you. I just didn't know if you guys had any questions or anything right away. Does anyone have any like burning questions or anything? You can unmute yourself. Feel free to super relax and chill. If you guys have questions, let me know. My phone is really annoying. No one has questions? Okay. All right. As I'm going, just unmute yourself, or you can just throw it in the chat. I'm going to show you guys my screen and just walk you through what I do as a coach, I guess. So obviously, like, I start on Facebook. I do everything on Facebook, and then I go to my Instagram. Sorry. I go to my Instagram, and then I do the exact same thing. So I just kind of like go through the same things. I actually printed off, so I shared these with some of the newer coaches. This is like the Beachbody activity tracker. So this is in New Coach Prep School if you want it. I printed off like 10 of these, so I have them for like 10 weeks, so I don't have to worry about it. Otherwise, I do have like the one that I made, and I can share that with you. I think it's in the team page, and it's probably a New Coach Prep School as well. This is just like how my brain works, and the Beachbody tracker is phenomenal. So either one of those is totally up to you, but I just print them off and I put them in a notebook, like nothing fancy, you guys. And then that's kind of like how I start or how I go through it. So I will just like walk you through that part. So obviously, like, today is Tuesday the 19th, National Wake Up Call. If you ever want to go and get a replay and you have an Apple phone, I always listen to mine on my podcast. It's phenomenal because you can just like plug your headphones in and stuff. I listen to it while I'm doing my hair, usually on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. Tomorrow, I don't think we're going to have school with the snow and stuff, so I'll probably just listen to it tomorrow instead of listening to my Summer's Hits 2000s all the time. So National Wake Up Call is something that's super awesome for you to listen to. There's like a playback call number if you want to listen to it on your phone. But if you go to Beachbody 411 page, they usually have like the replay. Or if you're in Beachbody Champions page on Facebook, those are all Facebook groups, it has like the video that you can watch. And so that's usually like at the top. And then the team call obviously is at the top, which you guys were, all on the team call on Sunday. If not, like, the replay is up, catch that. Please make sure you do watch it because Brad was like absolutely phenomenal on our call. And then in the box, it just says like my why, restate the purpose for your supporting your coaching business. For me, like, I want to be at home in May and I don't want to have to stress about like not having teaching. And so that is like my why. So I'm like writing that part down. My target market for me, like my ideal person is probably a dog mom, probably a teacher, or a nurse or somebody working in like a serving thing. Probably either newly married or has like a newbie or just got engaged, kind of in that flow. I don't know. I feel like I attract anywhere between 24 and 34, I guess. It's kind of a big market for me, but that's like more of like my niche, probably athletes once in high school or in college or something. Maybe loves fuzzy socks, which I legit have them on right now. Just like different things that I'm looking for. And then every day, proof the product works. So I had my Shakeology and I worked out. So I'm going to go to Tuesday. I'm going to cross out that I did my Shakeology, cross out that I worked out. And then if you go to the second part, it says connect, invite, and follow up. Okay, so initiate connections and add followers. I use something called 21 Social right now, but I shared a link in the leadership page and I can share it with the rest of you guys. There is a thing called Boss Babe Connections, and they have like virtual assistants. So like me running your account for you, like an actual person, and you can have them work as much and as little as you want, like $10 a week or $1,000 a week, like whatever you want them to do. You basically get on a Zoom call like this, you talk to them, you figure out who they are, you tell them what your goals are, and they like work for you, if that makes sense. And so I use 21 Social. It's like a paid thing, but I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to use this Boss Babe connection because I like real people, like talking to them and working with them. So followers on Instagram, if you want to do that, search hashtags. You can search, like, for me, I would look up like doodle moms and teachers and newlyweds and small tattoos, like those kinds of things. On Facebook, what I do is like, I'll just go to my Facebook page, and then basically what I'll do is I'll go to my post. It's going to take a little bit because it's kind of crappy out. Okay, so Brandy, for an example, she was a mom of a kid that I had when I was teaching. So I could go to her post, I could go to her friends, and then maybe add a couple people who I feel like looks like me. So that's like adding more like to my network. And then what I do is, sorry, my computer's really slow with Zoom, and I wonder if Aaron is on the internet. So here's just like some friends and stuff I can go through. Obviously, like, these are my friends that we have mutual, but like if I would click on like Amanda, for an example, she's one of my friends. She just had a baby. I could go to her page and I could just find a couple of people who are like me that are like her, because we're kind of in that same age group. I could add a couple of her friends. I usually make sure that all of her friends are not you guys. Like, I wouldn't go to Brooke's page and then add all of Brooke's friends. Like, just doesn't make any sense. And so that's where I get new people from on Facebook. And then on Instagram, that's how I get new people, is hashtags, just looking up on the search bar. You can go to pages that you really like. So I love The Bachelor, and so I go and creep and find other Bachelor creeps, like, and I just follow them on Instagram and stuff. And then what you can do, instead of scrolling your news feed like mindlessly, you can go to your actual page, and whoever you added last, if you go to your friends part, it'll tell you who you recently added. You can go and like message and or like and comment on their stuff and like initiate that conversation with them. And so once this loads, like recently added, so I can go to Nicole's page and I can go and like check out her stuff. Like, oh, she's super cute. She's a mom. Okay, she's into fitness. Maybe she's a coach herself. Like, so that's something I'm looking for. But I could just go through here, like, and comment on her kids' stuff. Looks like she goes to church. I don't think we have coach friends. So, I mean, maybe she's just really into fitness. She could be a Beachbody coach. I'll probably tell by the time I get to the bottom of her page if she is or not. But you just go through and creep like 2 or 3 times, and then I go back to the same page and I creep a couple more times. And it says 20 minutes. Like, just set a timer for yourself and like literally just set 20 minutes. Maybe you only have 5 minutes. Awesome. 5 minutes, get it done. Like, go like and comment on people's stuff. Then your stuff starts showing up on their newsfeed, and then vice versa. And then also, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but like my friends, the top box is coaches because that's who I talk to the most. And so, like if you want to talk to like newer people, like go all the way to the bottom. Like, those are people you probably don't talk to a lot. And then like, like and comment on their stuff. Like, these are all coaches, like, on our team and stuff. So that's the box where it says initiate connection. So that's what I would do. Like, I love it. I just put my music on and I just like creep on people and like and comment and just like have fun and like serve people, basically. It's kind of like when I make my middle schoolers say 3 nice things to people, like they struggle. I like love it because it's just like, go serve somebody for 20 minutes. Okay, next thing, do a social media post showcase that benefits your healthy lifestyle or has like a call to action. And that's where I give you guys that posting calendar. Every day I have you posting about something about fitness and something about coaching. And I know some of you are brand new coaches and you're like, I don't even have a tribe. I signed up my husband. He's the only one underneath of me. Awesome. That is how I started too. Like, you have to start somewhere, if that makes sense. So, here's like just a random, not really a coaching post, but this was like for this morning. My fitness post was for our flash sale. And then last night was a coaching post. about me chasing my dreams and stuff. And then that morning before was a fitness post. So like I'm doing exactly what I'm asking you guys to do, and I'm doing it because that's like what works. And so just make sure your social media is like showing not just Beachbody, you guys, but like you. So like this, you can tell I'm a freak. You can tell my headphones, like Emily bought headphones too, because like, you know, like they're the bomb. And then like I'm working some sort of business. I have dogs. Like I do have a life. I'm into fitness some sort. I went to a birthday party. Like I got my nails done. I'm human. Like just sharing you, but also sharing like your journey through that piece of it. And so then I would just check that box off that I did that already today. I do have 2 posts up, but I'm probably going to try to post something. I'm going to try my market tonight at like 9 or 9:30. Sorry, this is probably bugging your eyes, but I usually post right away in the morning, like 6:37. And then I try to post, I've been trying to check my market a little bit from like 4 to like 6:30. I've been trying to figure out when I get the best traction. And then like I try at night, sometimes 8:30, like that's when I'm on Facebook, and like nobody sees any of my stuff. But if I post at like 9, everyone sees it. So I don't know. I've been trying to mess with my market a little bit at night just to see. That's why sometimes my call to actions on Sunday are actually on Tuesday morning or Monday night, because Sunday night, like, I don't know, I'm watching Netflix or something. You know, like my market is not really on social media. Okay, and then it says update Instagram and Facebook stories throughout the day. I work from 8 to 4 as a teacher, and so my Instagram stories from 8 in the morning till 4 are dead. I might try to like throw up a post or something, like if I'm at lunch and throw up like a challenger post, or like maybe one of you guys rank advance or something like that. But normally I'm not doing live videos. So I just wanted to show you actually I'll stop this for just a second. I want to show you guys my stories. I know some of you have seen them because I just creeped my stories and sent out messages, but I just want to show you what mine look like. They do not have to be like mine. Mine are not perfect. I just want to give you an idea of what I have been posting about. And then this is in the last like 24-ish hours. So you'll probably see some of your guys' faces, sorry. So I was posting about Transform 20, talking about the challenge group opportunity, sharing our coaches. These are people from our challenge groups, you guys. Talking about our team call, not our team call, the list of people who are joining me for my challenge group. I'm offering it to other people. I'm using like the swipe up option. I do have 10,000 followers, so I have that option. If you don't, just say like DM me.
I felt like absolute death these last couple of hours. I've been battling this crazy migraine.
I'm telling them about my life.
Besides me feeling like crap right now, like I feel phenomenal. Like I feel in the best shape.
Talking about my fitness journey.
Felt like so overall in shape. Like when I have a couple people that just email, by the way, you know, that yellow liquid courage I have.
There I'm talking about the performance line for today, like trying to get that going, trying to talk to people about that part.
Mr. J.
Me just being weird. And then I talked about the flash sale. So I showed it to them. I showed them like how they can get to it on Facebook. I told them to send me a message, or I showed them that they can click on my bio, and then I walked them through, then click this, like idiot proof, like go here, click here. And then I just showed them like all the bundles. I always wake up and share my journey in the morning. Normally I talk about like, hey, I'm super tired, but I'm making it happen anyways. Letting people know I wake up as a zombie like everybody else. Like I'm not normal, or I'm normal. Like I'm not like wake up and I'm like super excited. Showing them my Energize. Like I always have it in my hand. Sometimes I'll talk about it, but most of the time I just kind of like throw it in the background. And then I actually talked a little bit about the flash sale before I started my workout. And then I always do something like this. Just some sort of clip from my workout, okay? And then one of my things is like Pinterest fashion, like that's literally where I get all my outfits from. So I try to get in the habit of sharing 3 to 4 times in the morning of what my actual teaching outfit looks like. That's where I can like reach out and be like, hey, are you a teacher too? And like connect with them that way. So think about your market. If you're a mom, you know, posting your kids or something or whatever, you know, kind of draws you. And then I'm at home in my sweats, telling them like how I'm working my business, how I'm making it happen. And then like right now I can sit on here, I could like take a picture of you guys. I could share, you know, hey, I'm working with my coaches live. So here, I'll just do it right now. So make sure you guys smile. Okay. All right. Working here with newer coaches. Hey girls. We're just working through training, going through our lists and how to rock this biz. Okay. So then I just add that to my stories. And then while I'm working, I might take a picture of like my check marks, or I might take a picture of a message I got from somebody, just showing them how I'm making this happen in my life, if that makes sense. So I want you to like go to my page and be like, what Megan do today? It's so funny because like when I can't even remember where I was at, but someone was like, oh my God, you know, your shoes that you got. And I was like, how do you know I got shoes? And then I was like, oh yeah, like I shared it on my Instagram stories. So like, that's just kind of like your highlight reel, but you can share the real and the raw too. So it doesn't have to just be like glamorous, because obviously I'm a hot mess right now. So that's what I do on my Instagram stories. And then I go back through my, you can save it to Instagram, to Facebook. I don't know how to do that. My Facebook stories suck, but I'm sorry. I just don't understand it. So I do, Instagram stories, and then I save my videos and pictures and I just upload it to my Snapchat. So like if you go to my Snapchat story, it's pretty much the exact same as my Instagram story. Like it's all the exact same. I just copy it and like upload everything. So then some people message me on Snapchat, but it takes me like 2 seconds anyway. So it's not a big ordeal for me. Facebook stories, like I said before, I should figure out how to like sync them. That would change my life. So it just talks about like daily life, workout clips, products that you use. Don't tell them I'm using Energize. Don't say I'm drinking my Shakeology. Like, you know, try to, I don't know, be mysterious, I guess. Always invite them. Use polls. I use the swipe up option. Sometimes I ask them A or B. Sometimes I say, send me a message. I ask about like stupid stuff that I don't know anything about, like my Apple Watch. I didn't know how to get these friggin' things off. I stared at it for like an hour, and I just ask people and they tell me in like 2 seconds. So like if I want to know what shoes I should wear, instead of asking Erin, I'll just take a picture and post it on Instagram, because like I'll probably get, you know, quicker feedback or something. So that's something else I share. And then it just says respond to all new likes and comments and views. So that's what I'm going to show you here really quick, because this is literally like my bread and butter. If people if people like and comment on my stuff, like I'm in your inbox. Like actually probably 90% of you are on this team call because you liked and commented on one of my photos. Okay, so here's what I do. So I click on a photo. It'll show you like all the people. I go through anybody who's brand new. I open them in a new tab. So I'll have like 90 new tabs open. I can't do that when I'm on Zoom because otherwise it'll close out on us. But then I just send them all the same message, but I just change it a little bit. So I'll change like the wording or whatever. So like this is a fitness post, obviously. Like that one was getting my nails done, but this, I actually tried to tie it into coaching. Like I tried to tie it into the fact that I could go get my nails done, that it wasn't a big deal, that I could work my business from the salon chair. So like this one obviously is fitness one. So that would be a fitness invite. Like, you know, hey, thanks for your love on my transformation. This program has changed my life. I can't wait to see the girls transform on the 25th. Are you joining up with us? Would you be interested in joining up? Have you ever thought about joining? So this one, okay, so this one I unplugged, and this was about my dogs. And then I shared a lot of meal planning and meal prepping on my page. So I could go back through and like message some of these people and say like, hey, I know you saw my nutrition or like my, you know, chicken noodle soup recipe or whatever. Do you need help with nutrition, or do you feel like you struggle with nutrition? So I could message those people. I could open up this and I can go through and see if there's any new people I can message. And it's about my dogs. You know, so I could just be like, hey girl, or hey Susie, thank you so much for loving on my post this week. You absolutely rock. How's your week been? You know, like maybe it's not a challenge group or a coach invite, and that's okay. That's kind of like conversations getting started. But I always go back through and like, do you see how I comment on every single comment? I don't ever just comment at the bottom. Like I always go back and comment on every single person, because number one, that makes your posts more infinity, because you have more engagement. And then two, it just looks like you care about people, which I mean, I do. So that's why I'm commenting all of this stuff. But just make sure you go back through and comment. So if it's not liked or anything, that means I haven't gone through this post yet. So like this one is a coaching one. I'm going to message all of these people and just say like, hey, I saw that you, caught my post about this coaching opportunity. Have you ever considered doing what I do? And send that to those people. If they say no, be like, cool. Have you ever thought about like working out with me? Awesome. Like, let's do that. So I'm going to go and message all those people. When I'm done, I click like or comment or like or a heart. So I know that for me, I went through this post and I invited all of those people. So like, see how these all have just like hearts on them, but I don't have any comments. I have not gone through these posts yet. So when I go through this post, like I'm going to find those new people. I'm going to message them. I'm going to comment on all of these. My posts go all the way back up to the news feed. And then I'm going to get more people from it, or possibly more people to see my stuff, if that makes sense, you guys. There is no shame in commenting on your own stuff. I do it all the time. I just love these, so I just drop them all the time on my own thing. Some people are just scared. So sometimes you starting it helps for some reason. I don't know. Or I just tag someone on our team because I know that they'll like go to my posts and stuff. Okay. And then invite blank people to join a challenge group or learn about the coaching opportunity. So through here, I might get like 5 new invites, like out of a challenge group, coaching opportunity, something like that. I don't really get a ton through my posts. I know you guys think that like I get all of them from my posts, like these are all the same people or they're all my coaches, which means I've been doing my job going through my posts. Like every single person on here, I want to be part of my team. Like that is my job as a coach. So then I invite all of those people. Once I'm done with my post for the day, then I go do the exact same thing on Instagram. I go invite people from my stories. Hey, thanks for catching my workout this morning. Have you ever considered joining up with our boot camp on Monday? If I talk about coaching in the call, I'll be like, hey, I saw that you caught our team training for success. Have you ever considered joining us? That is a great place to go invite people. And then if you feel like no one's liking and commenting, it's nobody new inviting, nobody new liking or watching your stories, I literally, this is what I do, I'm not even kidding you, I have 4,360 friends. I'm going to go through there and I'm going to look and be like, what the heck is she up to? And I'm going to go and talk to her. Like you can actually reach out and like message people who are not liking and commenting on your stuff. Some of them have seen your stuff. They just don't like and comment. So I could be like, these are all my coaches. Let me find somebody. Okay. So I could just pick like, her. Okay, so I could say like, hey, Kirsten, I just wanted to message you, see how life was treating you. I haven't heard from you in a while. Or like if it's someone you went to high school with, you could be like, hey, Hillary, how are the kids? I haven't talked to you in forever. How are things going? Like starting conversations with them. And then when they say like, hey, like, how are you doing? I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel absolutely incredible. Like I'm down 35 pounds since college. Like you can share things like that. You don't have to be like, I'm running a boot camp. I was just curious if you want to join me. You don't have to do that if you're not comfortable with that person or that conversation. But you guys, people on Facebook should be like your friends and family, people who know, like, and trust you. So it's okay to talk to them about that kind of stuff. I just talk to people how I would talk to my best friend. And then it says follow up with people you've invited, and that's where my Teamsy comes in. So I'll show you that in just a second. And then that's pretty much how I work my business. And then this bottom part just says go to your challenge group, contribute to it. So post your photo in there, like and comment on people's stuff. Recognize people. So like I usually send out 3 messages to coaches and just say like, hey girl, you're absolutely crushing it. I'm so proud of you. Or I'll reach out and be like, hey, how can I help you reach your goal of Emerald today? Like that's me reaching out and helping them. And then like I like to shout coaches out too on our team page. And then this just says respond to questions from customers and coaches. That's when I go through the pods, when I go through New Coach Pod, when I go through Action Academy and Leadership Academy. Like you'll notice when I'm working because I'll go through all of those messages and you'll get messages back. And then the bottom part is just my personal development. And I've been listening to a book. So check that off. That's how you work your business. This can take you as long as you want it to and can take you as short as you want it to. If you go through it and you get all of your stuff done and then like you work in the morning and then you have time at night, you can work your business twice. It's not like the end of the world if you do that. The cool thing about these though is on the back side, it does have the name when you contacted them and then notes if you want to keep those. Otherwise, I showed a lot of the other girls, but you can just keep like a notebook, and then you can just put like name, what you talked about. And then I always put the date, like Monday, February 18th, and then Tuesday, February 19th, and then Wednesday, February 20th. And I always check back like 2 days. So like I'll check Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, or you could do Tuesday, Friday, Sunday, or something like that. But I always try to go back and check. And once I follow up with them, I cross them off. If they say yes, like I highlight it because that's a win for me as a coach because I help somebody. If they say no, not right now, I put them on a list for March. If they say nothing to me, like I'll add them to my next day list and like follow up with them. So it's like a crossing out system, basically. In Teamsy, you guys, that's pretty much what Teamsy is, but it's just all on the computer. It is absolutely freaking fabulous. I have 76 people to follow up with. So I know exactly who I need to go to, exactly who I need to talk to. I'm going to go through. If I click this person, you can see the activity. We've been talking. I sent her an invite, and then she hadn't said anything last time I checked in. So now I'm going to follow up with her and be like, hey, girl, just wanted to see if you got my last message okay. If not, what's up? Or something like that. If people ghost me, I send them like those gifts where it's like the guy waving, or like the guy from Ace Ventura when he like moves his head and he's like, are you there? Like I literally send those to people. It's freaking hilarious. Because I don't know, I would do it because I'm just weird. But anyway, so Teamsy, what's super cool is like if I'm talking to a new person, I can add a new person, first and last name, add the contact, and I can put like what kind of connection we made, where we made it at. So Facebook, we talked about XYZ. I can put it as an invite to a free group, to challenge group, to the business opportunity. Maybe she just wanted to try Shakeology. Maybe she's just asking me about life. I don't know, whatever it is. You can connect, you can do all of those. And then what's cool is for follow-ups. So if I send Kayla a message, I'm going to send her my first invite, and I'm not going to connect with her for 2 days. I'm going to let her get my invite. I'm going to let her read it. I'm going to let life happen, and I'm going to message her in 2 days. If she doesn't say anything to me in 2 days, I'll just be like, hey, Kayla, just wanted to check in. I know life is super busy. Did you happen to get my last message? And then I will put her at 4 days, because I don't want to like continue to press her, because I do know that life is crazy and like kids happen and things happen. But at the same time, it's my job to follow up with her. And so I do 2 days, and then I do 4 days. And then if it's still nothing, then I might go to a week, or I put like 2 weeks or something. But if we're talking back and forth, I'll probably keep it as 2 days, because honestly, for a Beachbody coach, like 2 days feels like 6 months. Especially when you're like having a good conversation with someone. And so like, that's why when coaches like tell me no, or people say no to me, and then they like finally join, I'm like, oh my God, I've been talking to her for 6 months. It feels like I know everything about her. Like you just get that way as a coach, because you care what you're doing and you care who you're talking to. So that's kind of my system. So like, I'll invite you, wait 2 days, talk to you, maybe wait 2 or 4 days, and then push you back a couple weeks. If someone says, no, it's super awesome, you can click 1 month, you can pick like, they get paid on Friday, I'm going to talk to her on Thursday because she gets paid the next day, like all of that stuff. So Teamsy is pretty freaking awesome. It's free for 30 days if you try it and you love it. One challenge pack sale, you guys, pays for Teamsy every single month. And I literally have hit higher Success Club numbers with Teamsy. It's stress-free. I can check off like all my stuff. It calculates what I'm doing, who I'm talking to. It shows like my progression through the week, just different things like that. And this helps me with my anxiety a lot. So you can use this to check off your business, and then use this to track it, or you can track it with pen and paper, like whatever you guys want to do. But that's literally, you guys, like how I run my business. Every single time I sit here for like an hour or 2 hours, like I do all of this stuff. And then the last thing I do is go back through all of my unread messages, and then I just like connect with people. So like I will send out invites for like 30 minutes. And if you respond to me, I will not get back to you until I get done sending my invites. Because if you do that, you'll find yourself in like a rabbit hole, basically like trying to message like 400 people looking for this information, looking for that information. The Facebook groups that we run, like the flash sale and the coach info session, all of that stuff is phenomenal to go back and follow up with people because they're in that group. You can say like, hey, did you get a chance to check out that info session? We have a new mentorship starting this month, or you can tag them and stuff, you can send them the link to the group. It's kind of like a holding cell where you can like just give back information and stuff to them too. And then the best place, you guys, for your coaching invites is the challenge groups. Like, that's where I find my best coaches, is the challenge groups. Not all of my best coaches are from my challenge groups, but like probably 90% of the people on my team who are successful go through a really successful challenge group, get some sort of results, and then like fly with it. If that makes sense. Okay, I know I just talked your ear off. Do you guys have questions from any of that, like what I showed you? Did it like complicate everything or like make things a little bit more simple? Tell me how you feel. How does that make you feel? Everybody okay? Anyone have like questions or anything? Everybody's good? Okay. I wanted to, oh yeah, definitely simplify. Okay. For real though, like don't make this business any harder than it needs to be. Post on social media, invite people, read your personal development, and like get some crazy results. Like that's literally what we do as coaches. So a lot of you were like posted today. So like what I would do right now, if I wanted to help 3 people, help 5 people in the next 24 hours. Like I would go back through all of my posts. I'm going to invite all of those people. I'm going to go through my Facebook friends list and I'm going to think of, like 50 people. You could even make a list of 50 people that would freaking rock at this. Like when I first started coaching, a lot of my coaches were teachers, were people from high school, people that I played sports with in college, and actually like a bunch of Aaron's friends. Like that's where I got my first group of people from. Because that's just my market that I had. And so that's where I started from. So doing this consistently 6 out of the 7 days a week, I promise you is going to bring you results. And I know Karina's on here somewhere, but she is literally like the one person that like bucked me on this forever and was like, it's not working. Nobody is signing up with me. Like I'm doing all of the things and nothing is happening. And I was like, girl, just do it every single day for this long. Like just keep doing it. And like now she's at Diamond pushing for a 2-star. Like that is just literally her thing. I promise you, if you do this 6 out of the 7 days, you post on social media 2 to 3 times and you invite people, like it's going to happen for you. I promise you that. My issue is when I go through the post and invite and they read, they never respond. Awesome, cool. People never freaking respond to me. I talk to like probably, goodness gracious, like 50 to 100 people a day. And I get ghosted so freaking much. Like at first I got so butthurt about it. But now what I do is I have fun with it. I'm like, girl, are you ghosting me right now? Because I see you watching my stories. Like, or I'll go to their Facebook and I'll send those stupid gifts to them, like where people are like waving at them and like, moving their heads at them. Like I will do that. Something that has helped me too, though, like let's say I'm trying to get Amy to join our challenge group and she's ghosted me. I will go to Amy's page and like and comment on her stuff. And then she's like, oh crap, like I need to talk to her. I literally had a link out to someone for 7 days and I went to her page and I was like, oh my God, your daughter's super cute. Happy birthday. And she sent me a message. She goes, I filled out my link. I'm signed up. Like, it's just, don't take it personally, you guys. Like sometimes I don't feel like messaging people back. Like my sister, she texted me, she asked me a question like 2 days ago and I just saw it today. I was like, oh my God, if that was me, I'd be like, hello, answer me. Where are you? Like I sent you a text message, but she like is so, it's just normal for her because I just forget to do that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's what I do. It's totally fine. Okay. So sent 12 messages today. 1 responded. Perfect. So think of it this way. Red is I sent out 12 messages and I only have 1 person. Blue, I sent out 12 freaking messages and I already have 1 person that responded to me. Okay. Because it's a numbers game. It really is. Like obviously you want to have good connections with people, but you guys, like if you talk to 5 people a day, you're set, like only 5 people, you're setting yourself up for failure already. Like push for 10 people every single day, 10 new invites to people. Like I need to invite everybody on this call. Done. tomorrow, none of you guys count. I got to invite 10 new people. Like, think of it that way. Because what I used to do when I started coaching was I literally hounded the same 5 people for like 30 days. And finally, like on the 29th day, they were like, fine, I will join you. And like, it was so exhausting for me. Now I literally just like, message more people. I just have to get her to sign. I asked her about her nutrition. I'm waiting for a response. Perfect. So don't ever, and I'm going to say this as nicely as possible, don't ever bank on anybody. I have 7 links out right now, and I've had them out for, holy crap, way too long, like 8 days. 7 links, 7 people. Okay. Karina has 8 links out. Do not bank on people. Do not say, Susie's going to sign up with me on Friday. Like, I know Amy had a couple of her friends who were like, hey, I'm going to sign up on Friday. Like, if they do, like, praise the freaking Lord. If they don't, do not get offended. Do not get butthurt by it. Do not anything. That is just people who are scared. People have a fear. People are afraid of failing. That's when you post. That's when you use those as objections when you're posting. Don't say like, well, Susie said she was signing up on Friday and she didn't. Use like, I don't know. I was freaking scared out of my mind when I first started. Like, I totally understand what you're going through. Like, talk to them in your post. That's something that I do, is I talk to them. And I get people who message me and they're like, this post related to me today. I related to this. Like, think of it that way. But yeah, really 10 new, some of you know who Josh Coates is, but some of you don't. He's just like a push coach. He says 20 connections and 10 invites. I literally say like 20 invites and like 30 connections. Like, I don't know how you say that. 30 connections, 20 invites, like up it more. Because like, worst case scenario, you invite a person who you change their life. Like, oh my gosh, you sent 11 invites and not 10. Like, you could literally just change someone's life. On Instagram, I get ghosted so much on my Instagram stories. But I want to read you something that Rachel Baldwin said today. She is in one of my Facebook pods. I'm with her and Ashley McQuillan. She spoke on our call once. I just wanted to read it to you because I was like, damn, I need to say that. Okay. So Ashley was asking her how many invites a day she sends. And Rachel said she sends 64 invites a day. Every single day. She said 64 every single day. It takes me about 25 minutes. 25 minutes. And she might have 6 people. 25 minutes. Like, I work 8 hours and I can't get one freaking person to hand their homework in. Like, 6 people in less than like half an hour. And so I asked her, I said, where do you get these people from? Who do you talk to? How do you find 64 new people? She said, it might be views. It might be likes. It might be followers. If they follow, they're a fan. That's what she said today. And I was like, oh my God, like, I'm so afraid to message Amy in case she's like, oh my God, she's messaging me about Beachbody. Girl, if you're following my freaking page, you are a fan. Like, keep saying that to yourself. When I read that, I was like, mic drop. She literally says, if they follow, they're a fan. I like read that. I was like, she's such a badass. I'm like, but wait, why am I not saying that? Like, say that to yourself. If someone is a friend of yours on Facebook, guess what? They're following you. Like, people have blocked and deleted me. Cool. Okay. Bye. Like, don't care. I have this like amazing tribe. Okay. Like, you have to have that kind of a mindset. She said she counts re-invites as invites. So like, if I invite Amy and then I re-invite her, like, that's an invite. She does not count follow-ups as invites, obviously. If you're like, hey girl, just wanted to see if you got my last message, that's not an invite. That's just a follow-up. And then Ashley said, how do you do them so fast? And Rachel's like, no, I literally just copy, paste, send. Like, don't make it any harder than it needs to be. This is from someone who's a 7-star diamond coach pushing for 10-star. Like, she knows what she's doing. And she's like, I just pull them all from one place at a time, either my stories, my likes, or my follows. Like, go to your stories and message like 40 people. Go to your posts and message people. Go to your followers and message people, you know, whatever it is. That's what I do. And so like, I went on my stories and I just messaged, oh God, take a picture of Brooke, sorry. I just messaged like all of these people before I got on right now. And I just sent them all a link to the flash sale because they watched my stories. And so then hopefully you guys know that you can do this.
Okay.
Maybe not. I'll show you. Okay. So here is like my list of people who I have joining me, if you scroll up, those are all those people. And then you see that little like triangle, that's a send button. If you click that, it pops up like a message, and then I just copy paste and I type their name in there. Like, hey Jessica, copy paste. Hey Susie, copy paste kind of thing. Sometimes I'll scroll through because I like know, like obviously I'm not going to send like April a message. She's one of my coaches, or, you know, those kinds of things. Like I'll probably check that part. But once you get used to doing this, you'll know who you usually message and who's a brand new person, just like you do on Facebook. You can also track who you're messaging if you would like. I only track them once they're interested, just because otherwise I feel like I'd be sitting here tracking all day long. So I do just track once they're interested in stuff. And then if you watch my stories every single day this week and you don't respond to me, you'll probably get 6 invites from me. If you're going to continue to watch my stories, like you're a fan, like keep talking to them. They will like talk to you. So that's where I get a lot of my invites from. Like I probably just did like, I don't even know, 70. And I had 4 people join the free link. I had someone say, thanks for reaching out, but I actually just signed up as a coach recently. Cool. Just lost a person. I should have sent that message like a month ago. You know, like I had someone that was like, thanks so much. And she clicked the link. Like that was easy, you know, like reaching out to people. Had someone, thanks babe, just clicked the link to join. I had people say, I will check it out. Thank you. And she clicked the link to join. I had someone said that I've been eyeballing it a bit. This girl ghosted me. She always ghosts me. I didn't even freaking care. I invited her again. I invited her. Here's my messages. I said, hey girl, do you want more deets on my virtual fit gym kicking off this month? She just ghosted me. I was like, okay, cool. You already selected on my poll. Like I know you were watching me. And then I sent her another one because she touched on my poll again. And I was like, hey, happy Valentine's Day. Hope it's okay. I'm messaging you. Saw you catch my stories this morning. Thanks for the support. Means a ton, girl. While I have you, I had to ask, ever considered a month-long challenge with me? And I creeped her page today and she posts about fitness. And I was like, coach with us. That's literally what I said. Oh gosh, coach with us. That's all I said. And she was like, I've been eyeballing it. Like, do not rethink, like don't think invites way too much. Have you ever sent them to a woman pregnant, like so you can have them? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I used to think that if they were pregnant, I was like, oh my God, can't talk to them. Where's Brooke at? She's on here somewhere. Like that is prime example. Like, yes, you can't work out exactly like right after you have your baby, but like the transformation, you guys, is like phenomenal. And like my coach and a couple of my like coaches on this team worked out like up until the day they had their kid. And like Brooke can speak to this, I guess, but like it helped their labor, like all that stuff. Riley was on our team. She used Shakeology the entire time. Rachel Baldwin, she used Energize the entire time through pregnancy and through like afterwards and stuff. And she cleared it with her doctor. She used Shakeology, all that stuff. Like, so I don't ever really count anyone out, I guess. Yeah. Worked out whole entire pregnancy, hour and a half, boom. So when people are like, oh my God, I'm pregnant, like come back and ask me later. I'm just like, how about we like get you doing stuff now so you can like move around and like have a better pregnancy. And then once the baby comes out, yes, they do have to take a break, but we have nutrition like that they can do. And then once they can start working out, they have nutrition. Now they have fitness and they're probably breastfeeding, like boom, results. Hello. Like don't count anyone out. I used to. People are like, I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh my God, congrats. And then I would like stop talking to them. Because I don't know any of that stuff. But like if you're a mom, I would just be like all over that. Like crazy. Now if you have a dog, I can totally help you with that. Just had a dog, I can totally help you. Men, how do you approach men? Okay, so what's super funny is I've been talking to this guy back and forth about coaching. He is more of like a phone call than like a text message person. So I've called him like 8 times. And but like other guys, I just try to make it super short and to the point and make it sound like I'm not flirting with them because I ain't interested. But I'm always like, hey, thanks so much for the support. My fitness journey has been super important to me. Are you crushing the weights or something? Like I'll just change my wording if that makes sense. I probably won't be like, hey girl, how's your day? Thanks so much for the love. Like I won't use those words, but I'll like just change them up, keep it super short. But then I usually talk to them about the workouts they can take to the gym. They can listen to their headphones and do the workouts, like off their phone. They don't have to have a computer, so they don't look, weird or whatever. But like Body Beast, Lift 4, Core to Force, like those workouts are phenomenal. And then, Performance Line is incredible for dudes. Like Shakeology, Aaron drinks Shakeology every single day. Like just because it's Shakeology, it doesn't mean it's not for guys. Like it's for everybody. So just wording, I guess, but approaching the exact same. Just don't be like, oh yeah, like, yeah, just watch what you say, I guess. Yeah. I'm like hoping this guy like jumps in, because it'd be so nice to just have more guys to like get that market. I've been trying to tell Aaron, I'm like, dude, coach, like he could be beach body coaches for life. But yeah, it's just not his thing, which is fine. Hopefully that helps. That's a good question. Okay. So I know a lot of you are like inches or like one person from Emerald. What can I do to help you? What can I do? What can I show you? I know I've showed you like videos. It's in the Coach Prep School of what Emerald is. It's 2 people underneath of you, discount coaches. Mine was Aaron, and then my cousin had signed up for the challenge pack back in dinosaur days. We didn't have Beachbody on Demand, so like they bought DVDs, so like challenge packs and stuff. Honestly, if you, I think it was Brooke, I was talking to her, she signed her husband up and got like, you can get anything under them as long as they have 50 PV. She wanted the Success Club points and wanted to try Performance Line, so she got Coach Performance Line. But you could do Coach and 50 PV, so like Recover. You could do Coach and 2-pack of Beach Bars. You could do Coach and maybe like Energize and Hydrate, or you could do 2 Energizes since, get packets and get a tub or something since it's new. If I ever needed it, I always like hustled my mom and dad. But I mean, if it's a parent or a spouse, you can actually use your card and open up 2 accounts. Like I had my card on my dad's account forever, and then I just canceled them because I didn't need them anymore. But I have my card on Aaron's. As long as they're a spouse, parent, or child over 18, you can run you plus 2 people. Otherwise, like a best friend, I always call them dirt friends. Like if I called Karina up and I was like, girl, this dirt is phenomenal, she'd be like, all right, send it to me. Like those are your dirt friends. I'm just trying to think. I always just start from a list, like make a list of 50 people that you think would rock at this, and then just go message them, be like, hey girl, how are you doing? I was thinking about you. I'm starting up my first ever boot camp this month, and I want you to do this with me. What do you think? Or something like that. Is Emily still on here? How did I don't know if hey Emily, Emily Schmidt, how did Nicole and Allie reach out to you about joining? Can you I'll unmute you. Oh, you gotta unmute yourself maybe. There she is.
Well, I've been friends with them for so long, so I saw them working out, and then I saw their videos that they were putting on Instagram, and then I just finally said I'm gonna sign up.
So you would be a dirt friend. Yeah, you're a dirt friend. Like, hey girl, I want to go to a concert. You want to go with me? Yeah, I'm going. Like, yeah. Like, find your dirt friends. Find your Emily's. I'm a dirt friend too. It's fine. Karina's is my dirt friend. But yeah, like it's that simple. Like Emily said, she was watching their stuff, and then just finally either she reached out, they reached out, whatever it is. But like when Allie or Nicole got signed up, like she signed up herself, and then she signed up her sister. Like, go hustle your sister. Go ask your mom. Go ask your dad. Whatever it is. But thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. But
no, you're fine.
But yeah, like my goal as a coach is to get you to Emerald. Like once you get through new coach prep school, like my next goal is like to get you to Emerald by like that following Wednesday night, because there's a thing about coaching, and the same thing, like if you start a new job, you're super excited for like the first 2 weeks, and then you're like, either like, okay, I freaking hate this, or you're like, okay, like you're kind of like stagnant. It's the same thing with coaching. If you start coaching and you're super excited, you have a lot of energy, and then you like go through coach prep school, you have all this information, and then you never post and never invite, and then it's like, and you don't make any money, like you will leave in like 2 seconds. So what I try to do is new coach prep school, get you a foundation, go post on social media, message everybody, invite people, continue the wheel, and like it just takes off with consistency. Like that's how it works. So when your coach is like, hey, let's get you to Emerald as soon as possible, know that there are more benefits for you than your coach. Like your coach literally knows. So like if you are not an Emerald coach and like you guys are all technically underneath of me, like you might have Karina as a coach or someone else, but you're all underneath of me in the grand scheme of things. And so every single person I put up underneath of you, technically, all that volume goes up through you. So like Emily is underneath Allie, who's underneath Nicole, who's underneath my sister, who's underneath me. So when I sign anybody up on that right leg, it's going to go through Emily. If she's an Emerald coach, she gets to cycle on that volume. If she's not an Emerald coach, she like lights money on fire. Like that's literally the only way I can explain it to you. You still get commission off of people signing up under customers and discount coaches. But when you're an Emerald coach, you get to cycle at $14 every single time. And like Aaron, he's a diamond coach now, but he was Emerald for a while. He made like $300 a month or a week just by cycling alone because of all of that volume going through him. And he was an Emerald coach. So if you are like almost to Emerald, like I want to help you like get beyond that. And so what I showed you is going to help you, obviously, like posting a transformation and doing, I'm looking for 20 people or something like that. Let me grab that post. It's usually a transformation one. And like I usually keep it short and to the point. So see how it's just like super short. I'll read it to you. It says, this year will be different. I do this to myself every time. I get caught up in the summer months, day drinking, binge eating, fall into a depression state for weeks. Because of this program in the months past, I'm stronger physically, but mentally and emotionally. 6 weeks, I figured out my shit. 6 weeks, I got into a habit, enjoyed the changes, and feel like a new me. Drop me an emoji if you want to do this with me. I'll be here the entire way. One of my really short ones, I'm looking for busy women who want to have a chaotic schedule, want to transform their body, don't have a ton of time in the gym. You'll enjoy meal plan, workout, and private group for daily accountability and motivation. Drop me an emoji. Like those help a lot to just get people kind of like off the step. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Kayla. Yeah, it's recorded. Okay, this one girl watches my stories all the time. She watches and leaves a heart but never responds. Do you ever on Facebook? I would send her a voice message on Facebook. Be like, hey girl, I know that you always watch my stories and I wanted to personally reach out to you. Like, I want you to join up with us. Just like send her a voice message, like an actual voice message, and just talk to her. Yeah, because that helps a lot. Yeah, definitely. I love that. And just know, like, people ignoring you and ghosting you, it's life. You just keep talking to more people. Like, if I could count the times that people on this team, like, ghosted me or said no, like, like tally all that stuff. It's just, continually showing up and everything. Okay. Anything else I can help you with? Did this help at all? Like showing you how to work business? Okay. All right. Brooke, I know you are going to be Emerald on Thursday. Amy, you need one more person, right? One more girl under you. And other Amy, you need a girl under you, right? Amy Walter. Okay. And then Amy, how do you say your last name? Allschuler. Is that right? Okay. I know you had people that were looking to join Friday. I just want to like continue to push you until obviously up until that point. Cause I don't want you to put all your eggs in one basket because people fly away because they get scared. Okay. Emily Schmidt. I know you need one more, right, girl? Okay. So could be a spouse if you wanted to be. If you wanted to get energized under them, if you wanted to, he's probably like, no way. You don't have to coach or anything. Just let her sign you up. Goodness gracious. Let me get my husband in here. Do you want me to go get him? Oh, okay. I seriously will go get Aaron right now. I'm going to call him in here. Tell him to get me. I'm just kidding. But I can go get him if you want me to. He literally, like, he started doing the workouts, obviously, because I was, like, working out, and he's like, all right, I'll do it. but then, yeah, like you can sign up mom, dad, as long as you just be like, hey, mom, I'm signing you up as a coach. I just need you to open an account under me. Okay, sounds good. My parents did that. And then now my mom drinks Shakeology. And so that backfired on me because now I don't get product from her because she gets her own product. And then my dad eats the Beach Bars. And I was like, those were for me. And he's like, well, I like them. I was like, okay. So now both of my parents are coaches and they get products, but like it doesn't come to my house anymore. So now I have to like order from Erin's account double because yeah. Yeah, and even you guys, like my parents, I got to my house and I was like, Mom, I need to sign you up as a discount coach. I'm going to get product underneath of you. You don't have to coach. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to use Shakeology. I'm like, I'm just going to order underneath of you. Just tell me it's okay. I'm like, I'll use my card. I'll pay for it. She's like, okay. And now she drinks Shakeology. She's lost 80 pounds. Like she pays for her own stuff. Like she has signed up a couple of her friends. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like it's okay if they don't want to do anything. Yeah. I've signed up a lot of my mom's friends too, actually. Go ask your mom if she has friends who want to join up. But yeah, like with the whole spouse thing, I know it's different. It just depends. But Aaron was like super skeptic when I asked him at first. I was like, hey, can I sign you up? And he's like, no, I'm not coaching. I was like, okay, cool. Can I sign you up? He's like, no, I'm not coaching. I'm like, awesome. Can I sign you up? And he's like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not drinking Shakeology. I'm not doing the workouts and I'm not coaching. I'm like, awesome. Can I sign you up? So I signed him up with Performance Line. So he gets Performance Line and I get Shakeology. And then I was just using it myself. And then now he is like obsessed. So now he gets his own bag of Shakeology and Performance Line. And then I get my own of both too. So, and he doesn't coach. Like, I mean, sometimes he's in my photos and stuff, but oh, Caitlin, just tell her, it says, I want to go send it my mom now, but she wants more information since I need her social. So the way that I had a couple people ask about that too. When you apply for a new job or when you start a new job and you're filling out your information, they always, always, always need your social security number because they need to know that you're, number one, an actual person, that I'm not making up a bunch of random Susies and Brooks and Amy's and all that stuff. Number two, they need it because obviously she could potentially make money. Like my mom made like $600 last year, $606, I think. So she had to pay taxes, but that was on me. So anyway, but like if they make $600 or less, they don't even have to pay for taxes. So if you sign them up as an Emerald coach, get 2 people underneath of them, like no taxes are filed, like you hit Emerald, helps you hit Diamond, like etc. My mom just decided to sign up her friends. So that was kind of on her. But social security number, just because like they can actually start making money. I thought it was, my mom was worried because they actually own rental houses and they thought it was going to interrupt with their income and like all that stuff. And she works for the government. If they don't ever work the business, you don't ever have to worry about it, if that makes sense. Cause you don't ever have to like claim it, if that makes sense. I tried. Yeah. So I guess I asked Aaron permission and he was just like, okay, whatever, you're going to do it anyways. But I used my card. Like I paid for it. I still, to this day, he's never paid for any of it. Even though he drinks all of it, but, but yeah. So like spouse, parent, child over 18. My sisters are going to be 18 in a month. They will both be coaches in a month. So yeah, I'm going to make them coach, like, if I need their accounts or something. But they both like to work out and stuff too. So you can run U+2 with your card. So, you know, that's obviously an option for you. But getting to Emerald's nice because you can cycle. And also when I signed up my husband underneath of me, when he ordered product, I got 25% commission off of it and I got volume off of it. And so like you get like a 75% discount. It's awesome. Sister says she's going to join once she moves into it. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. Hustle your family. My mom and sister told me no when I first asked them. So if your parents' spouse tells you no, it's totally fine. Dog. Tired of dog. Oh. I was going to say you can't sign up your dog. I already tried that. Tired of me asking. And honestly, I think too, my family was like my worst critics. Like I asked my mom and my sister, and they both said no. Like they didn't even let me explain. And I was like, cool. So then I like just kept doing it, working out, losing weight, feeling good. And then my sister's like, let me try that. That's not even good. And then she tried and she was like, drank like half my shake. And now my nieces and nephew have their own Shakeology like every single day. So like people are skeptics. I was a skeptic too. Like just let them try it. If they never do, but they let you run their account, awesome. Like my sister, I ran her account for a little bit and the money just went into her account because that's just something that we had set. So she never paid for her stuff. You know, you can work out whatever you want, but that's how I got to Emerald was my husband and my cousin wanted to do a challenge with me, do a challenge pack. But yeah, like the cheapest would be $39.95 as a coach and then like $50 for PV. And so like I'm going to probably order a bunch of Energize. So that's what I would do. Sign them up as a coach and then order some Fruit Punch Energize and then order a bunch of packets so you can send them out to people. Shakeology packets. Sometimes I order like a box of Shakeology packets so I can send them out to people if they want to try it. Yeah. Hopefully this is helpful. Like I'm just talking your ears off. You guys have any other questions? Everyone's good. Okay. All right. Well, I have it recorded, so I will post it on YouTube and then I'll get the link and send it to everybody. But my hope is, my goal is everybody goes through that new coach prep school and then we get them to Emerald as fast as possible, post, invite, personal development, your own journey every single day over and over and over. And then it just builds on its own. So that's like where that consistency and momentum piece come from. So, okay. All right. I will